What's up, guys? It's Mr. Creatine or Riddick back again with another story time. And firstly, I would just like to say I apologize for not uploading this video on Monday like I was supposed to. I just have a lot of foul shit going on in my life right now, but I'm not going to continue to let that deter me from making videos for you guys. So let's just get into it. This one's back from summer of 2022 when I was 15, and at this point in time, I wasn't really doing all that much. Like, I was hanging out with my friends, I would go to football practice, and I wasn't even smoking weed at this point in time. Like, I had greened out like a couple like weeks prior to this and wasn't trying to go through that again, so I just stopped. Added the fact my football coaches were like onto my shit at this point. But anyway, like a week prior to this entire story, me and my one friend, who I've just called Dennis in previous videos, we were planning a hangout with each other, and we just planned this for like some random weekend so I didn't have to deal with like football practice that day or the next day. And after we had finished planning the hangout, we just kind of fast forward like a couple days until like the actual day of the story time taking place. And I'm not gonna lie, this started off like it was a pretty normal, like, casual day. Wasn't really doing much. Like, probably went outside a little bit before Dennis came over. Then me and him just hung out for a little bit. And when Dennis and I hang out, we like to get into a lot of odd shit. Like, not anything bad in particular, just like weird things always tend to happen whenever we hang out. And nothing in particular like happened during the day while me and Dennis were hanging out. Like, we had a really good like normal day of just hanging out and like being friends with each other. So fast forward to like when it starts getting darker and stuff out, like we make our way back like over to my house from being outside and like, just being youthful teenagers. And we go into my room to start playing some music, just chilling out. And after like an hour or two of us just chilling in my room, this one girl, who we'll just call Anna, she starts texting me, and like she just starts asking me like what I'm doing. And I just explained to her, I'm like, I'm hanging out with my one good friend Dennis, like, what are you up to? And she tells me that she's hanging out with like one of her good friends. And after a little while of me like talking to Anna, she starts asking me if me and Dennis want to come hang out with her and her one friend. And I was like, I don't know, maybe. I would have to talk to Dennis about that. And neither of us drive either, so we don't exactly know how we get there. And she said, you guys could like just walk or something. And I was like, okay, like maybe. Me and Dennis like to walk around quite a bit when we hang out, so that was a high possibility. So I told her, I was like, okay, like send me the address of where y'all are at, and I'll talk to Dennis about whether he wants to hang out or even walk to where you guys are at. And she sends me this fucking address, and it's in a completely like separate town from where we're at. And immediately after seeing this, I text her back before even talking to Dennis, and I said, you guys are in a completely separate town. You didn't think that would be important information? And she's just like, nah, y'all should be able to make it. And I was like, okay. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself now, I'm like, I'm really about to ask one of my best friends if he wants to walk to a completely separate town in just the dead of night. And that's what I go to do. I start talking to Dennis. I was like, hey, you want to go hang out with these two girls? They're in this separate town, and the town was like right next to the one I live in, so it wasn't that far of a walk, but it's still like a decent bit of a walk. And Dennis responds back with like, yeah, I'm down, I don't really care. Dennis loves walking places, if you couldn't gather that from that response. But after Dennis basically tells me like, yeah, that he's down to go, I texted Anna back. I was like, yeah, we'll be over in like a little bit. I don't know how long it's gonna take us to walk all the way over there. And she's like, okay, like, see you soon. And then me and Dennis go, and we just start getting like stuff around, like water, a portable charger, just some essentials we might need for a walk to another like place. And after me and Dennis finish getting our stuff around, we just go to leave through the front door of my house in the living room. And as we're walking through the living room, my mom just asked me, she's like, where you guys going? It's like 11 o'clock at night. And I was like, we're gonna go walk over to the other town. And she's like, but it's 11 o'clock at night. And I said, yeah, I know. And then I just left the house from there with Dennis, and we just began our walk from there. And after we started the walk, we had two options ahead of us because of the fact that there was two like separate roads that you could take to this town from my house. You could take like the main road, or you could take a back road. We had to choose whether we wanted to go down the back road or the main road. And the difference between these two roads is the fact that the back road is creepy as fuck. There's trees everywhere. Like, it's essentially just a road going through like farmland and woods. And the main road, it's pretty creepy too. Like, there's no streetlights or anything on this road. It's just dark road with maybe a few cars passing by because of the fact that it's still a main road. And yeah, we chose to go down the dark ass back road that's going through like the farmland and woods. And like the first 30 minutes of this walk are fairly normal, like about as normal as a walk in the middle of the night can go. And eventually we end up at like this little fork in the road, which you could either go down, like keep going down the back road, or you could like take the separate road off and eventually get onto the main road again, like by a store or something. And we decided to get off of the creepy ass back road before some bad shit happened, or like we got kidnapped or something. And like we start walking down this road, and all we can see ahead of us is fucking just headlights zooming down towards us, high beams on and everything. And me and Dennis immediately go to hop out of the way of this fucking truck that's just darting towards us. And after it passes us, Dennis like turns around and yells, "Watch where you're fucking going," at the truck. And I don't even know how they heard Dennis over their truck, but they stopped it, like came to a dead stop, opened the door and was like, "Do you guys want to fucking go like right now?" And this dude was clearly like a drunk guy or something. Like there was a bar down the road from where we were at, and he was probably there beforehand. But Dennis and I just continue walking from there. The dude gets back in his truck and drives off from there. And now we're just walking away. Like me and Dennis are just talking about the situation, like the drunk dude, and we just continue our walk from there. And we get like 40 more minutes into this walk. Mind you, we're not even like halfway there yet. And me and Dennis are like borderline going crazy here. Like we're talking about like how his mom would feel about the whole situation, and we just start singing like the road song from that one episode of SpongeBob. And we're like just walking around singing this song for a good like 10-15 minutes. Like that's how bored we were on this walk. Like both of our phones died like a while ago, and mine had just been like sitting on the portable charger in my bag not doing shit because the portable charger, it didn't charge all that good. And eventually start, like getting closer to where we have to be at. And so I take my phone out of my bag off the portable charger, and I just start texting Anna, like letting her know that we're getting close. She just texts me back like, "Okay, see you in a little bit." And we continue walking, and we get down to like this road that we have to turn down in order to get to the location. And this shit's just like a pitch black abyss. Like it looks like something bad's gonna happen like when we walk down this road. But we walk down the road to the dark abyss into nothingness where something bad could possibly happen. And guess what? Nothing fucking happened. And after a little while longer of just walking, we finally reached the designated location of where Anna and her one friend were gonna meet us at. And I had texted Anna, I told her we were there, and her and her one friend just walk up. We start talking for like 5 to 10 minutes, and this was like the most awkward fucking conversation I've ever had in my life. Like they're not engaging in the conversation at all. And after like 15 minutes, they tell us that they're ready to go back inside and go to bed, which was fair. It was getting late, but I don't know why they invited us out there to just talk to us for 15 minutes. And yeah, inevitably, me and Dennis, we go back on our adventure to my house. And while we were walking home, we came across that bar I was talking to you guys about earlier, and I spotted like a very familiar vehicle over at that bar, and it was my mom's fucking boyfriend at this point in time. He had like left earlier in the night to go somewhere, and I guess the bar was where he had went. And me and Dennis were full ass like just debating on whether we should hop in the back of the truck or not, but we were like, he's at the bar. We'll probably die if he comes out and drives home with us in the back. And so we just continue our walk back from there. And yeah, we don't end up getting back to my house till like I think at least 3 in the morning. Like we had spent majority of our night just walking around various like these two towns. And yeah, the next day I had told my mom that we had spotted her boyfriend at the bar. She thought it was hilarious, and that's pretty much where today's story time ends. So if you guys enjoyed today's story time, drop a like, comment, and you guys should all definitely subscribe if you're new. I'm gonna keep trying to make videos consistently every Monday from here, and hopefully not miss out on uploads again. And I'm also gonna start trying to stream a little bit more. I'll just let you guys know a couple days in advance from when I'm gonna stream. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.